ॐ वक्रतुण्डमहाकाय सूर्यकोटिसमप्रभ निर्विघ्नं कुरु मे देव सर्वकार्येषु सर्वदा। सरस्वती नमस्तुभ्यं वरदे कामरूपिणी विद्यारम्भं करिष्यामि सिद्धिर्भवतु मे सदा। साक्षात्कृतं दयानन्दं परमार्थस्वरूपिणं तत्त्वज्ञानप्रशास्तारं प्रणतोऽस्मि परं पदम्। वागर्थाविव सम्पृक्तौ वागर्थप्रतिपत्तये जगतः पितरौ वन्दे पार्वती परमेश्वरौ। येनाक्षरसमाम्नायम् अधिगम्य महेश्वरात् कृत्स्नं व्याकरणं प्रोक्तं तस्मै पाणिनये नमः। वाक्यकारं वररुचिं भाष्यकारं पतञ्जलिं पाणिनिं सूत्रकारं च प्रणतोऽस्मि मुनित्रयम्। ॐ सहना भवतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। ॐ शान्तिः शान्तिः शान्तिः। अल्पाक्षरम् असन्दिग्धम्
अल्पाक्षरम् असन्दिग्धम्
रवत् विश्वतोमुखम्
धारवत् विश्वतोमुखम्
स्तोभम् अनवद्यं च
अस्तोभम् अनवद्यं च
सूत्रं सूत्रविदो विदुः।
सूत्रं सूत्रविदो
अयुन्
अयुन्
ऋलक्
ऋलक्
ओङ्
ईओ
ऐ औच्
औच्
हयवरट्
हयवरट्
लन्
लन्
ञमाङाण्डम्
ञमाङाणम्
जभै
जभै
झढधष्
खढधष्
जबगडदष्
जबगडदष्
खप छठथ छटतौ कपै
कपै
शशसर् हल्
हल्
इति माहेश्वराणि सूत्राणि
इति माहेश्वराणि सूत्राणि
अकुकविसर्जनीयानां कण्ठः
अकुकविसर्जनीयानां कण्ठः
इचुयशानां तालु
इचुयशानां तालु
ऋटुरषाणां मूर्धा
ऋटुरषाणां मूर्धा
ऋतुलसानां दन्ताः
ऋतुलसानां दन्ताः
पू उपद्मानीयानाम् ओष्ठौ
उपद्मानीयानाम् ओष्ठौ
ञामाङ्घाणानां नासिका च
ज्ञानानां नासिका च
एतैतोः कण्ठतालु
एदैतोः कण्ठतालु
ओधौतोः कण्ठ ओष्टम्
ऊदौ कण्ठ ओष्टम्
अकारस्य दन्त ओष्टम्
वकारस्य दन्त ओष्टम्
जिह्वामूलीयस्य जिह्वामूल्यम्
जिह्वामूलीयस्य जिह्वामूल्यम्
नासिका अनुस्वारस्य
नासिका अनुस्वारस्य
राजमनिः सदा विजयते रामं रमेशं भजे
रामो राजमणिः सदा विजयते रामं रमेशं भजे
रामेणाभिहता निशाचरचमूः रामाय तस्मै नमः
रामेण विहता निशाचरचमूः रामाय तस्मै नमः
नास्ति परायणं परतरं रामस्य दासोऽस्म्यहम्
नास्ति परतरं रामस्य दासोऽस्म्यहम्
रामे चित्तलयः सदा भवतु मे रामोद्धर
रामे चित्तलयः सदा भवतु मे ओ राममुद्धर
श्रीरामः शरणं समस्तजगतां रामं विना का गतिः
श्रीराम शरणं समस्तजगतां रामं विना का गतिः
येन प्रतिहन्यते कलिमलं रामाय कार्यं नमः
रामेण प्रतिहन्यते कलिमलं रामाय कार्यं नमः
रामात्रस्यति कालभीमभुजगो रामस्य सर्वं वशे
रामात्रस्यति कालभीमभुजगो रामस्य सर्वं वशे
रामे भक्तिरखण्डिता भवतु मे राममेवाश्रयः
रामे भक्तिरखण्डिता भवतु मे राम त्वमेवाश्रयः
The last class we saw Ayoga Vagaha. Anuswara, Visarga, Jukhamuliya, Padmaniya. These four are called Ayoga Vahaha. Ete Chatvaraha Ayoga Vahaha. Swarattvena Vyanjanatvena api pariganyate. Ete Chatvaraha Ayoga Vahaha. It is Swarattvena Vyanjanatvena api pariganyate. It is counted, it is for both. It is Swaratvam Vyanjanatvam inapi pariganyate. So, in fact, it is neither a swara nor a vowel nor a vyanjana. It comes along with that. That is why it's called Ayoga Vaga. So it can be on either side, you can count it, this is. Now the next one is Vyanjanani. We will read this and I will explain. And little more on this, we will see that it will be little difficult to understand, but we have to Pay attention. This is important for the topic later, not now. But here one important topic, the connected topic with the Sandhi. Sandhi is a topic, you have to remember the connection. Sandhi is what I introduced.
Yes, Guru.
What is Sandhi? Close proximity of letters. It's called Sandhi, I told, right?
Yes.
Now in that context, a word came, Savarna. Remember the word Savarna?
Yes, Guruji.
Yes,
Similar letters.
Similar letters.
Similarly.
So therefore only the topic I took up this discussion on the letters, Swara, Vyanjana. Then what was Savarna letters? That Savarna letters we saw Anunasika Krita Beda, Sthana Krita Beda, and Ucharana Krita Beda. So words, the letters have got, vowels have got 18 Savarna letters. So Savarna, Asavarna. That's a connection is there. Okay. So with that we can stop. We need not read further because I have started reading from this, the text. This is, we can learn little more. Learn little more. Not connected with the Sandhi. Maybe connected with Sandhi, not now. Later we will see the connection. Not now, but later you will see the connection. So therefore let us complete that. Let me continue. Vyanjanani. Vyanjanani. Vyanjanani is Anvak Bhavati iti Vyanjanam. Footnote is given Anvak Bhavati. Anvak Bhavati means Anugachati. That follows. It's called Vyanjanam. Mahabhashye 1.2.3 Sutre Mahabhashye. All these are extra information. Don't worry. Mahabhashyakara. Who is Mahabhashyakara?
Maharishi Panini.
Panini. Maharishi.
Panini is not Mahabhashyakara.
Vararuchi.
Vararuchi also no.
Patanjali.
All the three you have to say. Two already over. Malishesha Nyaya. What is left out? That has to be right. Panini is Sutrakara. He who had written Ashtadhyayi, the Sutra Grantha, Ashtadhyayi. Have you seen Ashtadhyayi?
Yes, Guru.
Have you seen? Really?
No, Guruji. No, we have not seen. Yeah, but I know about that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I've heard.
Yes means surprised. What is it? Ashtadhyayi?
No.
Okay. See, you can have darshanam of Ashtadhyayi, but you will not understand anything. Don't worry. Huh?
Yes.
Like you can have,
Yes,
go to the temple, have darshanam of the Lord. Similarly, this is Ashtadhyayi. Darshanam of Ashtadhyayi. Long way to go study this. This is Ashtadhyayi. Panini Virachita Ashtadhyayi. The name Ashtadhyayi tells you that it is a book of 8 chapters. Ashta means 8. A book of 8 chapters is called Ashtadhyayi. Ashtanam Adhyayanam Samaharaha Ashtadhyayi iti. This is Ashtadhyayi. Don't worry about this. This is a Sutra Pada. This is a long way to study this. This Sutram will be like this. The first 8 chapters I told, collection of 8 chapters. It's not that he collected from some different thing. He wrote 8 chapters. Each chapter have been 4 sections. So how many sections would be there in Ashtadhyayi?
32.
32. 8 chapters. Each chapter has 4 sections. So this is the first chapter, first section, and the first sutra is Vriddhi Radhi. All these things we will see. Vriddhi is a sanya, it's a name. You know what Vriddhi is? No.
Prosperity.
1 minute, just a minute. Sorry, Kshimita. Prithviraj, this is the first sutram. First chapter, it is first sutram. Okay. So like that, there are about 8 chapters. Each chapter having 4 sections. This is Sutra Pata. So it's called Ashtadhyayi, otherwise called Sutra Pata. Then for this, Vararuchi had written Vartika. Vartika is addition to this. Supplement we can call. So Sutra Pata by Panini Maharishi, Vartikam by Vararuchi, and commentary on this sutra. Sutra cannot be understood without commentary. It's a sutra means it's a cryptic statement. Without commentary, we cannot understand the sutra. Therefore, Mahabhashyakara, he had written commentary on Ashtadhyayi. Patanjali wrote commentary on Ashtadhyayi. And Patanjali, since he wrote Bhashyam, is called Bhashyakara. But Bhashyakara, the word we use for Shankaracharya, Bhashyakara, we use the word used for Shankaracharya. Patanjali was before Shankaracharya. In fact, Shankaracharya follows a style of Patanjali, Bhashyam style. Therefore, Patanjali is called Mahabhashyakara. His Bhashyam is called Mahabhashyam. His Bhashyam is called Mahabhashyam. The Bhashyam to Sutra Pata is called Mahabhashyam. And therefore, we can call him Bhashyakara. But since already Shankaracharya is called with that name, therefore we address Patanjali as Mahabhashyakara. In fact, he set a trend on writing Bhashyam for set a trend and which Shankaracharya also followed. Shankaracharya had great respect for Mahabhashyam. In his Bhashyam Mandal, you will see the sutra reference. He will quote. He will grammar points he will say with regard to this Panini only. So Mahabhashyakara is Patanjali. You will see in Chidambaram Nataraja temple, Patanjali and Vyaghrapada. Both will be there by the side of Lord Nataraja.
Yes, Guruji.
So Patanjali. Patanjali is one who has the face that of a snake, 5-footed snake, Patanjali.
Yes, correct.
There is a story and all. Story part anyway, we'll see later. But this is Patanjali. Okay, he wrote Mahabhashyam. So that is why Vakyakaram Vararuchim. Vakyakara is Vartikakara. Vakyakaram Vararuchim. Bhashyakaram Patanjalim. Paninim Sutrakaram cha. Pranatosmi Munitrayam. These are together 3 are called Munitrayam. A group of 3 Munis. So we chant in the beginning of the class.
Yes.
So 3 Munis we offer Namaskaram. That's a meaning. Okay, 3 Munis. To the 3 Munis we offer our Namaskaram. So Mahabhashyam means Bhashyam. Mahabhashyam is the Bhashyam to the Sutra Pata, and the Mahabhashyakara is Patanjali Maharishi, not Panini. Panini is called Sutrakara. Anyway, this is incidental point. This is how Ashtadhyayi looks. This is advanced that we will not see now. Don't worry about that. Just to show you now. So, then Sutre Mahabhashye Patanjali Maharishi has said, Anbhag Bhavati Anugacchati iti Vyanjanam. What is Vyanjanam? Vyanjanam which do not stand alone. That is how I translate. Or Vyanjanam is that which comes or which is pronounced along with the vowels. They are not independent. That is what in the beginning, when we learned Vyanjanam, we saw. Swayam Rajate, it is Swaraha. Swara means vowels. Swayam Rajate, it doesn't require any support. By itself, it is shines, it is pronounceable, independent. Whereas Vyanjanam is Anvat Bhavati. It is Anugacchati along with the vowels. That's what Mahabhashyakara says. Okay, anyway, this is extra information. All these are extra information. You can note this. Okay, now coming back here. Swarena saha vyanjanani uccharyante. Swarena saha, along with the swara, the vowels, vyanjanani uccharyante. Vyanjananis are pronounced. Footnote 12. Na punaha antarena acham vyanjanasya uccharanamapi bhavati. Na punaha acham antarena vyanjanasya uccharanam bhavati. This is also by Mahabhashyakara. What the meaning of the sentence is? Again, here, vyanjanam cannot be pronounced without the vowels. That's what it means here. Na punaha acham antarena, without the vowels, vyanjanasya uccharanam na bhavati, cannot be pronounced. So, therefore, swarena saga vyanjanani uccharyante. Yatha, it is kuchu. It is kuchu, the type of kuchu, tu, pu, iti. Tu is kavarga, chu is kavarga, tu tavarga, pu pavarga. This in the beginning itself I introduced. You can call that by the short names. Pu, chu, tu, pu. Remember that?
Yes, Guruji.
Yes,
Yes,
Guru.
Guruji.
Vyanjananam sukha uccharanartam spashta pratipattaye cha swarena saha vyanjanasya uccharanam. For the easy pronunciation of the vyanjana and spashta pratipatti, for clear understanding, clear knowledge, vyanjanam is pronounced along with the vowels. Ataha ku, chu, tu, pu iti evam uccharite api takara, chakara, takara, takara, pakara iti etani swara ragitani eva vyanjanani iti nyeyam. Actually, it must be ka, cha, ta, pa, or ku, chu, tu, we can say. So, ka, cha, ta, pa. Ka, when we say, even though it is ka is along with the vowel, it is written because vyanjan cannot be pronounced independently. But we have to understand it is kakara, chakara, takara, pakara. Iti etani swararagitani eva iti nyeyam. Like in Mageshwara Sutra. Higher word, learn from that sutra onwards, we chant. There is how can you say higher word without akara appended to that? You cannot do it. But we say, therefore, even though they are higher word or pure, the higher word is all consonants. They are all consonants. Higher word, learn, but vowel is added, appended to it. Therefore, they become pronounceable. That's what he says here. Tasmat yakaradeshah bhavati vakaradeshah bhavati ityadehe yakara vakara iti adeshah bhavati ityartah. Yakaradesha, we will see what it is. Yakaradesha, vakaradesha, when we say, you have to understand yakaradesha means only pure yakara. Don't take it as ya. It is pure yakara. Yakara with the middle between pure yakara. When we say vakaradesha, pure vakara. Now this vyanjanani cha vargiya vyanjanani avargiya vyanjanani cha iti vivida. It is vida bhavati. Class consonants and non-class consonants. The two types are there, vyanjanani. Vargiya vyanjanani, class consonants. Please note, class consonants, otherwise it is called sparshaha. You can note the name of the consonants. The name of the consonants, sparshaha. Sparshaha is another name. Sparshaha is another name. Okay. Please note, sparshaha iti anyanama. How many class consonants are there? 25. Takara arabhya, starting from takara, makarantam yavat up to makara, kakakagana, starting from that up to pa, kha, bha, bha, ma, akarantam yavat, panchavimshatihi aksharani santi. There are 25 class consonants. Eteshu kramat panchaganaha santi. These are put in 5 gana, 5 groups. Kavarga, chavarga, tavarga, tavarga, pavarga. Ekaikopi ganaha kramat panchaksharatmakaha. Each gana, each group, each class has got 5 letters. Therefore, panchaksharatmakaha panchaganaha eva kramat tavargaha, chavargaha, tavargaha, tavargaha, pavargaha cha iti vivagriyante. Therefore, this each group having 5 letters is called by the name, each group. Tavarga, chavarga, tavarga, tavarga, and pavarga. अतः एव एतानि वर्गीय व्यञ्जनानि इति अभिधीयन्ते. Therefore, these class consonants. Therefore, these are called class consonants. वर्गीय व्यञ्जनानाम् एव नामान्तरं स्पर्शः इति. Please note, that's what I said in the beginning. वर्गीय व्यञ्जनाः, these are got another name. They are called sparshaha. वर्गीय व्यञ्जनानि class consonants. These class consonants have got another name that is called sparshaha. Okay, sparshaha, you can note. Sparshaha is the another name for the class consonants. All these words you have to remember. We may see the application of this word later, where we use this. Then, एते पंच वर्गाः क्रमात् कूचु टु टु शब्दैः अपि व्याकरणशास्त्रे व्यवहृताः. These 5 groups, 5 class consonants are known by the names Kuchu, are called by simple notations. Kuchu, tu, pu, iti. In the Vyakarana Shastra. Ataha, ku means kavargaha. All the 5 letters of the class. Chu, chavargaha, tu, tavargaha, tu, tavargaha, pu, pavargaha, iti, niyam. So this is Vargiya Vyanjanani. Avargiya Vyanjanani, non-class consonants. They are antastaha. Antastha is semi-vowels. Antastha is semi-vowels. And ushmanaha. Ushmanaha means, what are ushmanaha?
Sibilants.
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 Ushmanaha is sibilants.
Sibilants.
So 4 antastha and 4 ushmana. Total 8. Yara, laba, shasha, saha iti ashtau vyanjanani pratak eva santi. These 8 consonants, 4. Ataha, these 8 consonants stand alone. Therefore, vargam na pravishtani. Therefore, this cannot be put under any varga. Into class consonants, it cannot classify this. Ataha eva etani avargiya vyanjanani iti uchyante. Therefore, these are called avargiya vyanjanam, non-class consonants. Eteshu yara lava iti ete chatvaraha antastaha iti. Among this, yara lava, these 4 are called antastha, semi-vowels. Yara lava, these 4 are called yara lava semi-vowels, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, good.
Yes, Guru.
Yes, good.
Shasha saha iti ete chatvaraha ushmanaha iti cha vyavadriyante. Shasa saha, they are called ushmanaha, sibilants. So antastaha and sibilants. Then ushmanaha, okay. Ittam panchavimshatihi vargiya vyanjanani ashtau avargiya vyanjanani cha iti agatya trayastramshati vyanjanani santi. Therefore, 25 class consonants which are divided into 5 groups. They are called vargiya vyanjanani, and these 8 non-class consonants agatya, putting together in total, how many are there? 33.
30.
Sandhyadehe niyamanam katana saulabhyartham mriduvenjanani karkasha vyanjanani cha ityapi vyanjanani vibhajya vyavagriyante. This part of the book I have from the Sandhi I have now taught to anyone. I have not explained. This first time I am doing for this class, explaining each word by word, everything. So you can note. This will be an introduction to Sandhi. This is the introduction to Sandhi, in fact. Sandhyadehe, Sandhi. Sandhyadehe niyamana. Regard to the Sandhi rules. Sandhyadehe, Sandhi, etc. Niyamana. For the rules of Sandhi, etc. Katana saulabhyatam, for the easy representation. For easy representation, what we do is mriduvenjanani karkasha vyanjanani ityapicha vyanjanani vibhajya vyavagriyante. We divide consonants into mriduvenjanam and karkasha vyanjanam, soft consonants and hard consonants. For the sake of Sandhi, etc., those rules, we can divide the consonants into two: hard consonants and soft consonants. Consonants are divided into Vargiya Vyanjanam, Avargiya Vyanjanam. Whereas for the Sandhi, etc., those rules, Sandhi, that's what we are going to see. Sandhi is the Sandhika, two letters will join and some change will happen at the juncture. So therefore, for those rules, what we are going to see, we can divide the consonants into hard consonants and soft consonants. Mrudu is soft. Mridu Vyanjanani. Karkasha is hard. You know what is Mridu Vyanjanani. Can you tell what are Mridu Vyanjanani through the Pratyahara? Just tell the Pratyahara, that is enough.
Hush.
Hush.
Hush. Hush is the letter. And Karkasha or Kathora?
Khar.
Khar.
Khar. So, Mridu Vyanjanam, Karkasha Vyanjanam. Mridu Vyanjanani, Karkasha Vyanjanani. Now, Mridu Vyanjanani, that is hush. Footnote 14. Dashamam Prashtam Pashyanto. Okay, you are asking to say the page number 10. It's okay. You know what it is. Ekikasyapi vargasya antimaha trayaha varnaha. That is each group. You take the last three letters of each group. Gagharna, Jajagna, Dadharna, Dadharna, Babharna. That is excepting the first and second letters, right? Antimaha Traya Varnaha, Ekikasyapi Vargasya. Each Varga, each class, last three letters. Then Yara Lava, the four semi vowels. Yara Lava and Ha also, one sibilant also. Iti Pancha Varnaha cha Mridu Vyanjanani. So, therefore, how many Mridu Vyanjananis are there? Simple. Last three are 5. So 3 into 5, 15. 15 plus 5. 20. So 20 20 soft consonants are there. Then how many hard consonants would be? How many hard consonants?
13.
33 minus 20, 13.
Yeah.
So 20 soft consonants, Mridu Vyanjanani. Ete varnaha eva hash pratyaharantargataha bhavanti. These alone are included in the hash pratyahara. Pratyahara we know, right? Ataha Mridu Vyanjanani nama hash pratyaharaha eva. Therefore, Mridu Vyanjana's soft consonants can be represented by the pratyahara hash. So in the sutra and all, you will see Panini Maharishi using the word hash only. They use the word hash only. Okay, I will show you just for your okay. See, just how it is used. Hash is alpa. It is alpaksharam. That's what sutram is, right? Alpaksharam asandigdam. Using minimum number of letters, you have to present the sutra. That is what it is. Sutram is. So, representing the group of letters by pratyahara is a big thing. So, you achieve alpaksharatvam. You don't have to tell all the letters. Soft con. Now you see 114. My cursor, do you see?
Yes.
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 Yes, good.
Yes.
You can see Ashicha. You see the Ashicha?
Yes.
What is Ashi? That is Hush. Hush only. Hush. The soft consonants. Those are given here. That's called Ashicha. That is, this rule is for the soft consonant. The soft consonants comes, what will happen? Some rule. What rule? You don't worry about that. But here, Ashicha here is Panini Maharishi has used the pratyahara just to show you that. Okay, only that much. Okay, so many places you will see that Panini Maharishi. No, you will see the usage of pratyahara because it helps in achieving alpaksharatvam. Hush means what? Soft consonants. So when the soft consonants follow, some change happens. So how many soft consonants are there? 20 are there. So I say or mention all the 20 consonants. When this consonant follows, this consonant follows. 20 times I have to say. Instead, I will just say hush, hush. Understood. When this soft consonants follows, this change will happen. Common change for all the soft consonants. So when a common thing is going to happen, then I can just say by using the pratyahara hush. So I don't have to say even mriduvanjanam. Mriduvanjanam is a long word. Hush is a very small, simple, two-lettered word. Alpaksharatvam. That's what Sutram is all about. Okay. So therefore, hush pratyahara antargataha in the Nageshwara Sutra. Then Karkasha Vyanjanani. That is kar letter. How many kar letters are there? 13.
13.
Okay. So hard consonant. Ekaikasya vargasya adyau dvau varnau. The beginning two letters of each class consonants. What are they? Kakha, chacha, tatha, tatha, papha. Also the three sibilant shashasa iti trayaha varnaha cha karkasha vyanjanani. The first two letters of all the class consonants plus the three sibilants are called kar letters or karkasha vyanjanani. Karkasha vyanjanani alone is represented by the pratyahara kar. Karkasha vyanjanani is a mouthful word. Kar is a short term to represent all. Ete varnaha eva kar pratyahara antargataha bhavanti. This odd consonants alone are included in the kar letter, kar pratyahara. Ataha karkasha vyanjanani nama kar pratyaharaha eva. Therefore, karkasha vyanjanas are called by the name kar letter. Okay. Tatacha dvavimshatihi. That is swaraha, chatvaraha yoga bhagaha, trayastrimshati vyanjanani. That is 22 swaras, vowels, and 4 sibilants, and 33 consonants. Sa iti agatya navapanchashat 15 aksharani santi. We have seen very clearly this. Okay. Then sthanani prayatnaha cha. This is another important topic. Sthanam we know. What is sthanam? Akuvisarjaniyanam kantaha ishuyashanam talu. That is sthanam. This is little difficult topic. Certain things you have to imagine. Some technical words will be used. We'll see that in the next class. I'll teach you what it is. Okay. That is required. This idea, this topic also is required for this topic also is required for the sandhi. Anyway, sthanani means ucharana sthanam, prayatnaha. Sthanani is easy, we know already. Prayatnaha, that we have to see. Let me read only sthanani. Sthanani ashta, 8 sthanams are there. Sthanam means ucharana sthanam. Varna abhivyakti pradeshaha sthanam, the place of utpatti of varna. Varna abhivyakti, the manifestation of letters. The locus or the place of the manifestation of the sounds of the letters is called sthanam. That's a literal translation. Varna abhivyakti pradesha. Pradesha means place. Abhivyakti is manifestation. Varna is letters. So the manifestation of letters, from where it comes, from which place of the mouth, that is called sthanam. Clear?
Yes. Yes.
Yes.
What are they? How many are there? Kantaha, Talu, Murdha, Dantaha, Oshto, Nasika, Jitvamulam, Uraha. Ura means chest. Uraschaiti. Ashto sthanani. 8 sthanams are there. Kanta is throat. Talu, palate. Murdha, cerebral. Danta, teeth. Oshto, lips. Nasika, nose. Jitvamulam, root of the tongue. Uraha literally means chest. Therefore, 8 sthanams, ucharana sthanam. Yada shabda prayogecha bhavati tada kayagnina preritaha vayuhu kantadisthaneshu sancharan varnan abhivyanati. When you have the vivaksha, when there is a prayoga icha, when you want to say a word, when there is desire to use a word, you open your mouth, what you want to say something. You don't open your mouth unnecessarily for communication. You want to convey something, therefore only we say something. Therefore, the icha is to convey something. Therefore, you use the words. So when there is an intention of saying a thing, you use a word. That is called Shabda Prayoga. When Shabda Prayoga is there, then what do you do? Tada Kaya Agni. Kaya means body. Agni is heat, fire. The fire of the body. Body has got fire, right? By that Kaya Agnina or Kayam, or you can say just body. Preritaha Vayu, the Vayu, the air which is propelled by, which is impelled by this Kaya Agni, this fire of the body. To the fire of the body, the air is propelled out, impelled. Through what? Through Kantadisthaneshu. Sancharan. Traveling through the Kanta, Talu, Murda, all this sthana, Varnan Abhivanati. Varnan Abhivanati is the sound manifest. The manifestation of sound is through the travel of the Vayu. Because the manifestation of sound, because of the Vayu which travels through the Ucharana Sthanam like Kanta, etc. And the Vayu has been impelled by the Kaya Agni. Right? So you want to say means you make all the effort and see. Saying is, uttering a word is nothing but you are expelling air. When you speak, what happens? Speak when you do whistling. What do you do whistling? You fold your tongue and you expel air. Some sound comes. That's called whistle. The whistle doesn't have any meaning, but a word or letter has got meaning. Ka, when you say that the sound comes from the lungs, the air from the lungs, it passes through the throat, passes through the vocal organ to the throat and is expelled. There the emphasis, there you use the throat. Therefore the sound is ka comes. If you use murda, different sound comes. So the hair only passes through the passage. This what passage is called? This vocal passage. So the vocal passage from the lungs, the air is pushed out. And when it travels to the Kantadisthana, different sounds are produced. That is what he said. When it travels through the different sthana with the help of the tongue, when the tongue is, touches different position of the mouth, different sounds are produced. That's what he says here. Yata Shabda Prayo, he easily pronounced, not knowing how the sound comes. But all these things are happening. When you say a letter, there is a movement of the air from the lung, that is for the body, from the body to the vocal organ, the air passes and it comes out through the mouth, and because of the tongue touching the different parts of the mouth, a particular sound is produced, manifest, abhivyanakti. Evam tattat sthaneshu abhivyaktaha varnaha. In this way, the sound which manifests from different place of pronunciation, they are called kantyaha. Kantyaha means that which are pronounced, which are uttered with the help of kanta, throat. They are called kantyaha. That's why kantyaha is called, translated as gutturals. You know, gutturals, English translation. Kanta meaning throat. Guttural means the sound which comes from the throat. Means the letters which are pronounced with the help of throat. They're called gutturals. So kantyaha is gutturals. Talavyaha palatals. Iti evam shabdaihi api vyavahriyante. Varnaha tattad varnanam sthanani tattad sthanotpanna varnanam namani cha iha sangrihya padashyante. So the ucharana sthanam of the letters and the name of those ucharana sthanam are all given here. Tatahi, you can see here down. Varnaha in the first table, first column. Utpatti sthanani, the place of pronunciation of the letters, and therefore sthanajanya varnanamani, the name of the letters based on the place of pronunciation. Yata a, ka, ga, nga, visarga, ucharana sthanam of these varnas are kantaha, therefore they are called kantyaha. This is what it is given in the form of a sutra. Which sutra?
Shiksha Sutrani.
What is sutra?
First sutra. Akuha Visarjaniyana.
Akuha Visarjaniyanam kantaha. What we chant? That is what is given here. A stands for Rasva Dirgha Pluta. Ku stands for Kavarga letters. Ka, ga, nga. Then ha, then Visarga. Akuha Visarjaniyanam kantaha. Understand?
Yes.
What is the second one? What sutra is that?
Ichuyashanam.
So Ivarna and Chavarga and Antasta Yakara, Shakara, Talavya, that is sibilant, Ushma Varna, Shakara, their Utpatti Sthanam is Talu, therefore they are called Talavyaha, palatals. The next one is Rikara, Tavarga, Repa and Shakara. What are they?
Ruturashana.
Murdha, cerebral.
Murdanya.
Ucharana sthanam is murdha, cerebrum, and they are called cerebrals, murdhanyaha. Similarly, l, lakara is there, l, not lakara, l and tavarga, then la and sa. Antastha lakara and ushmavarna sakara. Their utpatti sthanam is dantaha, they are called dantyaha, dentals. What is sutra?
Lutulashanam
dantaha.
Similarly, varna, then pavarga, then upadmaniya. Upadmaniya is the pronunciation of the Ardha Visarga when it is that Visarga will become Ardha Visarga when followed by pakara, and that Ucharanam is upadmaniya. And the Ardha Visarga is called upadmaniya. And the Ucharana sthanam is oshtav. They are called oshtyaha labials. What is sutra?
Oshtav.
Similarly, nya, nam, nya, na, ma is giving in the order of the letters. Right? Panya is this Shiksha Sutra, it is different. It's given in the order of the Margeshwar Sutra. No problem. Tell me, what is the sutra for this? Nasika cha. Nasika cha. Cha means what? These 5 letters, which are the last letter of the class consonants, they are Nasika, nasal. In addition to the respective the place of pronunciation of the class. Suppose Kavarga, if you take, it is Kanta. Kanta plus Nasika. That's what you have to take. Kanta plus Salu. Kanta plus Murda. Kanta plus Danta. Kanta plus Lebya. Makara is Kanta plus. Sorry. Not Kanta. Sorry. Salu plus Lebya. Nasika plus Kanta. Nasika plus Salu. Nasika plus Murda. Nasika plus Danta. Nasika plus Koshta. So Makara is Nasika plus Koshta. Nasika plus Kantadihi. Kantadihi is Kanta, Talu, Murda, Danta, Oshta. with respect to each that class, you have to apply that place of pronunciation of apply that place also for pronunciation of the fifth letter of the class, which are nasika, nasal. They are called anunasika. They are called anunasika. Nasika plus kanta adihi. Kanta adihi. Kanta etc. So the kanta adihi means nasika plus kanta for na. Nasika plus talu for nya. Nasika plus murda for na. Nasika plus danta for na. That's called dante nakara. That's why we say dante nakara, murdhanya nakara. Similarly, nasika plus oshtau for makara. Then A and I, their ucharana sthanam is kanta as well as tala. These are called conjunct vowels. They are kanta talavyaha, gutturals plus palatals. What is sutra? Kantatalu. Similarly, O and O, they are kanta as well as oshta, kantoshtam, guttural plus labials. Odautoho.
Kantoshtam.
And vakara is
Vakara.
Dantoshtam. Danta and Oshtam are Ucharana Sthanam, therefore they are called Dantoshtyaha. So you can remember these words. Kantatalabhyaha, Dantoshtyaha, Kantoshtyaha. Jikhva Mauliyam. Jikhva Mauliya is the name of the Ardha Visarga, whose Ucharana Sthanam is Jikhva Moolam, and it is called Jikhva Mauliyaha. Sutra is Jikhva Mauliyasya. Then Anuswara. Anuswara is Ucharana Sthanam. Nasika. Then here, this Hakara plus Nakara, Nikara, Nakara, all these are Uraha. Uraha, as I told you, is chest. Aurasyaha. They're called Aurasyaha. In English, I don't know what its translation is. You have to see. Eto pada vayat venikim shruyate iti vidvat viti chintaniya. So Hakara with the Nasika letters as well as Yakara, Repa, Lakara, Vakara. You can please note. Hakara plus the Nasika letters, fifth letter of the class, plus Antastha letters of the Shya, Hara, Shla, Va. These are Uraha. Uraha literally means chest. They are called Aurasyaha. Then here, Kantadalu, Kantoshtam, Dantoshtamiti, Trini, na Prataksthanani. The Kantadalu, Kantoshta, Dantoshta, there are the three different sthana. They are combination of the place of pronunciation, he says. Therefore, Ashtasu Sthaneshu eva Antarbhutani. Therefore, the sounds are covered only in the 8 places. Therefore, Kantadalu, Kantoshtam, Dantoshtam, they are not separate places. They are combination of the places. Only 8 places of pronunciation are there. Kintu Ekaradaya, Dayavastanayoho, Utpadyante. Ekara, etc. These are pronounced on 2 places of pronunciation. That's why they are called conjunct. Starting place is one, ending place is another one. Starting place of pronunciation is different from the ending place. This we learned at the beginning itself. We learned the Aksharani. Okay. Fine. So, with this, Sthanani is over. Prayatnaha. The Prayatna only, it's little difficult. We will see. Technical things are there. So, you have to just take what I say. Prayatnaha means effort. So, Sthana and Prayatna. Effort, Sthanam is place of pronunciation and effort. Sthanam, 8 types are that we have seen. And Prayatna, effort are of 2 types. Internal effort and external effort. So here we will use some technical terms. Sprishta, Isha, Sprishta, all new things. We will see that in the next class. Okay. So now we will continue with little bit of Sandhi topic and then some exercise. Another half an hour is there. So what is Sandhi? So all connected to Sandhi. So for Sandhi, you need this background. That is why I'm teaching that right up. I mean that Aksharani, the topic. It's a very important topic. All the basic things are covered. So with the basics, now if you enter Sandhi, you will understand what it is. What is Sandhi now?
Sandhi is there. Close
proximity of letters.
Varnanam atishayita sannidhihi Saṃskṛta. Technically it is called Saṃskṛta. Okay. Saṃskṛta is a technical name. Because of the close proximity, a change may happen at the juncture. That is also called Sandhi. Even though it is called Sandhi Karyam, but we just say, we call it by the name Sandhi. Sandhi Karyam. Karyam means change. Change happens because of the close proximity. That's called Sandhi Karyam. Sandhi Karyam is also called by the name Sandhi. We use Sandhi, but Panini Maharishi uses the word Samhita. Okay, Samhita, Sandhi, there is no difference. Therefore, Sandhi Karyam or Sandhihi or Samhita, no difference. The last class we saw what all these things, possible changes, and two important words we have used. One is Stani. What is Stani?
Place where
Where
change
the change
happens.
happens.
Place where the change.
Change happens.
Remember, the place where the change happens. And Adesha is
Comes in the
What
place
replaces the
Center
stani.
stani.
he replaced.
replaces is called Adesha. That which is replaced is called Stani. Now, all these things we have discussed, so I don't want to get into that. We know that. And Sandhi is this topic you have to remember. This is the main topic. This is what we are discussing. As a supplement to the topic, we discussed Aksharani from the Sandhi book. So we are going to see the Sandhi book also. The Saṃskṛta Sandhi book also we are going to see. And this also we will see. Sandhi book exercises are there. We can do the exercises. Now, Sandhi, three types, I told you. Swara Sandhi, Vyanjana Sandhi, Visarga Sandhi. It is also divided into other types. We will see that later. First I will explain this, then we can read Saṃskṛta Bharati book also. Same thing will get repeated. So, if you don't understand, you will get it. Now, Swara Sandhi, we are getting into the first topic, Swara Sandhi. What is Swara means? What is the meaning of the word Swara?
Vowel.
Vowel.
Vowels.
Rajante, it is Swaraha, vowels. Now, why it is called Swara Sandhi? In the place of Swara Stani, that is, Stani is that which is going to be replaced. If that is a vowel, and the replacement also will be a Swara Adesha, that replaced also will be a Swara, with the exception of Yan Sandhi, that we will see what it is later. That is called Swara Sandhi. That is, a Swara, a vowel will come in the place of another vowel. That is called Swara Sandhi. Simply to put it, that is what is Swara Sandhi. Now, before getting into Swara Sandhi, we have to know what is Savarna and Asavarna. That is what we discussed. Right?
Yes.
What we discussed. Savarna means similar letters. Asavarna, not similar letters.
Not
Dissimilar. Vowels and these are vowels, how many Savarna letters it has got. All those things you have to remember. Now, simple translation given. Savarna. A letter is similar to another letter when it has similarity in terms of place of pronunciation and effort. Is it not connected to what we discussed now?
Yes.
What is place of pronunciation in Saṃskṛtam?
Sthanam.
Ucharana stana.
Sorry, Sthanam. Ucharana Sthanam. Yeah, Sthanam, right? Sthanam. That's what we discussed. Kanta, Murda, Talu, etc. Right?
Yes.
Okay.
And effort is
Prayatna.
Prayatna, which will discuss in the next class. So, place of pronunciation and effort. When two letters have same place of pronunciation and effort, that's called similarity. When two letters have same place of pronunciation and effort, they are said to be similar. Now, for example, if you take the vowel short vowel, what is the Ucharana Sthanam?
Kanta.
Guttural.
Ucharana Sthanam is, the sound is guttural, Ucharana Sthanam is throat. Place of pronunciation is throat. Effort, leave that. We will see next class. Don't worry about effort. Even without effort also we can, it's not a problem. You will understand. What about the Ucharana Sthanam of Dirgha, Akara?
Kanta.
Throat.
It is also throat. So Akara has got throat. And akara also has got throat. Are they not similar?
Yes.
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 Yes. Yes.
Because the place of pronunciation is same.
Same.
Therefore, also effort is same. That's why I said effort will part we will see next class. So therefore, they are said to be savarna. For example, a is similar to either a itself. It is similar to itself or dirgha akara, but not with e. Why?
Tala.
Place of
Pronunciation.
pronunciation.
Talavya.
Talu. Akara is kanta, ikara is
Talu.
talu. They are not similar. Since the place of pronunciation is different, since the place of pronunciation of akara or akara is different from ikara. They are guttural, akara, akara. Ikara is palatal. Different, totally different. Therefore, they are not similar. So, therefore, a is similar to a or a, e is similar to e or e, u is similar to u or u. We can say it, right?
Yes, good.
Therefore, a is similar only to akara or dirghakara, not with any letters. Therefore, a is savarna to self or dirgha akara. We can take pluta, etc., but it is not required for sandhi. That's why I'm not taking it. Please note. I'm not taking pluta. I'm not taking that nasika krita veda. I'm not taking udata anudata swarita because all those are only in the Vedas, right? The language, we don't require all those things. Even pluta also not required. Only rasva dirgha is enough. That is why I'm not considering that. They are also savarna only. There is no doubt. Understand?
Yes.
Yes.
Akara has got, this rasva akara has got 18 savarna letters. That is what we discussed before.
Yes.
Ikara has got 18 savarna. So when I say akara is similar to a or a means, in this sandhi context or for grammar, it is enough. I don't have to bring in all the 18. Not required. You can say nothing wrong, but it's not required. Because in the language, in the rakaranam, in the grammar, they are not going to deal with pluta, etc. They are not going to deal with udata, undata, swara krita beta. We are not going to deal with nasika krita beta. Whether it's nasika or ananunasika, it is not required. Anunasika, sorry, whether it is anunasika or ananunasika, nasalized vowel or non-nasalized vowel, all those things are not required for sandhi. So therefore, I'm not considering. For sandhi context, what we require is, for sandhi as well, or in general vyakaranam, what is required is akara or akara only. So we don't have to consider the differences caused based on nasika, that is anunasika, ananunasika, or that ucharana beda, that anudata, udata, swarita, those bedas. Because of the beda, there are savarna letters. Those things we need not consider. Please note this. Okay, I'm not saying that, but we have to understand. But we know akara has got 18 savarna letters. Ikara has got 18 savarna letters. For vyakarana purpose, we don't have to bring all those. Therefore, I'm not considering that. I'm not written here, but you have to understand. Is it clear?
Yes.
Yes. Yes.
Therefore, a is savarna to akara or akara. Similarly, ikara is savarna to ikara or ikara. Ukara is savarna to ukara or ukara. Rikara is savarna to rikara or rikara. Rikara also you can bring like that. Okay. And what is asavarna letters? In the above example, a is dissimilar to any letter other than a or a. Understand?
Yes.
Yes.
A is dissimilar to any letter. Other than akara or akara, it is dissimilar. Akara is dissimilar to ikara. Akara is dissimilar to rikara. Akara is dissimilar to ukara. Only with akara or akara, you can say it is similar. Why? Because the place of pronunciation and the effort are same. Both are kantaha. Effort also same. That we will see later. And next point. The vowels and consonants cannot be said to be similar to each other, even though the place of pronunciation is the same. Please note. Vowels and consonants, they cannot be similar to each other. Now, what is the Uchchana Sthanam of Akara? Or Akara?
Kantha.
Kantha.
What is the Uchchana Sthanam of Kavarga?
Kantha.
Kantha.
So Uchchana Sthanam is same. Akuka Visarjaniyana. What?
Kantha.
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 Can we say Akara and consonants, Kavarga letters or Savarna because the Uchchana Sthanam is same?
No.
No. Because effort is different. That is why effort also is important. Important condition for two letters to be similar. Understand?
Yes.
Yes.
Place of pronunciation we discussed. Effort we have not discussed. Effort also two types are there. Internal effort, external effort. Effort, the prayatna, which are involved in pronouncing a letter. It's called two types of effort as internal effort, the effort which you have to make before the ucharanam, and the effort you have to make while pronouncing. Two types of efforts are there. Those things we'll see next class. As I told, it is technical, highly technical. I'll try to make you understand as much as possible. Vowels and consonants, they cannot be similar. Even though the place of pronunciation is same, as it is in the Shiksha Sutrani, Akuka Visarjaniyanam, Kantaha, Ichu, Talu, like that, but still they are not similar. Why? Because effort is different.
It's different.
For the letters to be similar, the place of pronunciation and the effort must be same. Is it clear?
Yes.
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 Okay. Anybody find it difficult to understand? I'm not totally
No.
difficult. Yeah.
No.
Korean.
What we discussed only, I'm repeating, and certain new things are coming up. Yes. Now you say, now you see here, ach. What is ach?
Vowels.
Vowels. All vowels.
Ach is always dissimilar to
Hal.
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 What is hal?
Consonant.
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 Asavarna, not avarna. Okay, it's a typo. Ach is always dissimilar to hal. You can note that.
Yes.
Ach is vowel is always dissimilar to consonants. Why? Tell me why.
Because
Effort.
Prayatna is different.
Very good. Prayatna is different.
Different.
The word in the sutram is there. Na jalau. Sutram na jalau says na aj and hal. You don't see anything here because of sandhi. You don't see anything. That is why we have that sandhi is important. We are going to learn sandhi. When you split this, it is na aj plus hal. Na aj halau. 1:10, first chapter, first section, 10th sutra. Anyway, that sutra are not required, just saying. I mentioned here so that later it will be useful. Now you can see here. I told you this Ashtadhyayi, 8th chapter, first sutra is Vriddhiradej. There, first chapter, first section, first sutra is Vriddhiradej. It's a Mangala Sutra, it's a beautiful sutram. That is, now we see that same 10th first chapter, first section. What is the 10th sutra? What is written 10? Number 10?
Natural.
Hello.
Najalo. That is what I written.
Jalo.
Najalo. What is Najalo means?
Na
Vowel
ach.
and consonant are, yes, vowels and consonants are
Different.
Not
different. They are not similar.
no.
That is what the sutram says. Clearly says they are not similar. Because Akuka Visarjaniyanam Kantaha Icheshanam Talo Shiksha Sutram, I have said, don't think they are similar because their prayatna is different. Understand?
Yes.
Yes.
Now, Swara Sandhi is of 8 types. Swara Sandheha, Ashtavidaha Sandhi itself 3 types I told. Swara Sandhi, vowel, consonant Sandhi and Visarga Sandhi. Swara Sandhi is itself is of 8 types. We're not going to see all the 8 types immediately. We'll see few types. Later some certain things we'll see. Swara Sandhya Ashtavidaha Sandhi. 8 types are there. What are they? Savarna Dirgha Sandhi. First thing we are going to see. For that we have to know what is Savarna. That is why we discussed all this because of the word Savarna. Okay. all the discussions in the last 2-3 classes because of this word.
Savarna.
Savarna, now you know what it is.
Yes.
Yes.
Dirgha, you know what it is.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
Sandhi, the name of the Sandhi is Savarna Dirgha Sandhi. Now, the names are given purely based on the Adesha. Purely based on the Adesha.
Adesh.
Now, Savarna Dirgha means what now?
Dirgha is the Adesha.
Dirgha, very good. Dirgha is the Adesha. That is why it's called Savarna Dirgha Sandhi. Yan Sandhi means what?
Yavara
What is it?
is the Adesha.
Yan is the Adesha. What are the Yan letters?
Semi-vowel. Semi-vowel.
Semi-vowels. So, ya, va, ra, la, right? Haya, varat. Ya, va, ra, la. That letters are the Adesha. Therefore, they are called Yan Sandhi.
Yeah.
What are Guna? Do you know Guna letters? You don't know. We are going to see that. Vriddhi, that also we are going to see. Okay, fine. So, all the names of the Sandhi, names what we have given. Okay, it is not the names which Panaya Maharishi had given. We have given these names. The names are given based on the Adesha. Savarna Dirgha Sandhi means Savarna Dirgha Varna is the Adesha. Yan Sandhi means Yan is the Adesha. So, in that, like that, 8 Swara Sandhis are there. Savarna Dirgha, Yan Sandhi, Guna Sandhi, Vriddhi, Ayava Yava Sandhi, Pura Rupa Sandhi, Pararupa Sandhi, and Prakriti Bhavaha. 8 types are there. In that, we are going to see some 5 or 6 types only. Later, other types we will see. Now, first, let us get into the first Sandhi. Savarna Dirgha Sandhi. Sandhi is an important topic, not an important, it's very important topic. Without Sandhi, you cannot split the shloka and it's even chant also. Chanting itself is not possible without Sandhi. Understanding the meaning is next step. First, chanting. Gita is there. How do you chant Gita without Sandhi? We are chanting in a particular meter, in a particular tune, and Gita is in a particular meter. So you divide, you split the words. It means you should have Sandhi knowledge, and only you can split, then chant. So chanting itself is not possible without the knowledge of Sandhi. That same thing in any Lalitā Sahasranamam or Vishnu Sahasranamam. That's why sometimes I say this is a one word. One line is one word. We cannot split. That's a compound word. You cannot split. Certain things we split because splittable. Therefore, we split. Okay. So therefore, Sandhi topic very important. Savarna Dirgha Sandhi. Please follow what I'm saying.
Yes.
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 When we are getting to the first rule, when Ak is followed by Savarna Ak, you please tell me what is Ak first.
Simple vowels. A,
Simple
E, U, R.
vowels.
A, I, U, R, L. A means you have to bring in
And
Dirgha
Dirgha
also.
Akara.
Dirgha Akara also. All the
Yes.
18 vowels come, but we don't need only Dirgha Akara is enough for the language, right? So A, I, U, R, L. Okay. Or you can simply say simple vowels or I, U, R, L. That is enough. If you have the understanding, Dirgha is also there. It's okay. When Ak is followed by Savarna Ak,
Savarna.
what do you mean by followed by Savarna Ak? Give one example.
A followed by Dirgha A. Or
A
E
followed
followed
by
A or
A.
Dirgha A.
not only
or
Dirgha, A can be followed by A.
Also.
Because A is Savarna to A itself, as well as to Dirgha, we can say. Therefore, Rasvakara followed by Rasvakara.
Rasakara.
Rasvakara followed by Dirgha
Dirgha.
Akara, Dirgha Akara, right? Dirgha Akara. Yes or no?
Yes.
Yes. Guruji.
Dirgha Akara followed by Rasvakara.
Yes.
Possible?
Yes.
Dirgha Akara followed by Dirgha Akara. Possible?
Yes.
Yes or no?
Yes. Yes.
4 possibilities are there. Rasvakara followed by Rasvakara, number 1. Rasvakara followed by Dirgha Akara, number 2. Dirgha Akara followed by Dirgha Akara, number 3. Dirgha Akara followed by Rasvakara, number 4. Right?
Yes.
Yes. Yes.
Similarly, ikara, rasva ikara followed by rasva ikara, rasva ikara followed by dirgha ikara,
Dirgha.
dirgha ikara followed by dirgha ikara, dirgha ikara followed by rasva ikara. Possible?
Yes.
Yes.
A, I, U, R, L. For all
Hmm.
the 5 things, it is possible.
Yes.
That is what I have given in simple sutra format. When ak is followed by savarna ak, ak stands for A, I, U, R, L. When these letters are followed by savarna letters, then the resultant change is dirgha ak. Dirgha will be the replacement. I'll explain with an example to understand. Since the replacement is dirgha ak, therefore the sandhi is called dirgha sandhi.
Dirgha.
अतः सवर्णे वर्णे परे पूर्वपरयोः स्थाने एकः दीर्घः आदेशः भवति. What I said, that's given in Saṃskṛtam here. When ak is followed by savarna ak, in the place of both the preceding and succeeding, dirgha will be the adesha. Purvasthitasya padantasya akara, akara, ikara, ikara, ukara, rukara, rukara, rukara. L I am not taking because it is not much used in the language, therefore I not take it. Okay. Don't think it is not considered to be a part of it. It is a part of it, but not taken because it is not there in the language much. Iti etesham varnanam pare. Similarly again, a, I, u, r, l. Simple vowels. Iti ityadu savarne varne pare. Purva parayoga sthane ekaha dirghaha savarna adesha bhavati. Don't worry if you don't understand. I will explain the example, then you will come back and read, you will understand. Now, the last letter of the Purva Padam, the last letter of the first word could be any of this ak letter, a, I, u, r, l. Yes?
Yes.
Yes.
That we can call it as sthani number 1. Then the first letter of the Parapadam. Parapada means the following word. Already we defined what is Parapadam, Purvapadam, you must be remembering. Okay.
Yes.
The first letter of the Parapada means the following word, could be any one of the Savarna letters. That is ak letters. That is called sthani number 2. Now, when the sthani number 1 and sthani number 2, when they come to close proximity, then what happens? Then both of them are replaced by corresponding long vowel.
Long vowel.
We call this rule number 1. This is rule number 1. Let us see with an example. Yes. Then we will see in the next class what it is. I'll show with an example. Then we'll. Now you take this example. Gana plus adipaha. What is the first word?
Gana.
Gana.
Ending with the what letter?
Akara.
This is sthani number 1. And what is the Parapadam?
Adipaha.
Beginning with the what letter? So the first letter of the the last letter of the first word and the first letter of the following word, they are in close proximity. That is called sandhi. Because of the sandhi, there is going to be a significant change. That is called sandhi karyam. What is sandhi karyam? This a is part of ak letter. Ak letter is followed by savarna. Are they not savarna? Yes or no?
Yes.
Yes. Yes.
They are savarna. Therefore, both will be replaced by corresponding long one. What is the corresponding savarna long letter for this? What is the savarna letter? Dirgha savarna for akara? For sthani number 1, dirgha savarna letter is akara. For sthani number 2, dirgha savarna is also akara. The dirgha akara is common. That will come in the place of both. Therefore, becomes ganadipaha. This is the example. Okay. Understand this? So a plus a is equal to a. That is what is given in the table here.
Yes.
A plus a is equal to a. 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 Savarna dirgha is the adesha. We'll stop here. We'll continue in the next class. Om Purnamadah Purnamidham Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadhaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om.
धन्यवादः गुरुजी.
धन्यवादः
Listen to the class again and write while listening, write your understanding. That's very much important homework.
Yes.
Yes.
Will do, Ji.
You don't have to do any special homework. Listening to it again and writing it what you have understood. Then I will send my
Yes.
notes.
Yes.
If I
Yes.
send notes will be there safely as a soft waste. Please write it.
Okay,
Yes.
Ji. Will do, Ji.
Yes.
Sure.
Dhanyawada.
Dhanyawad.
धन्यवादः.